What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Jose here at the Fresh Run By Show, where we bring you all football all the time. And today I have another exciting episode for you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite landing spots for some of these high-profile, soon-to-be free agents. I believe free agency starts within the next couple of weeks or so. We have had a lot of people getting tagged, a lot of people asking for trades, a lot of people being released. So what better time to start talking football than now? So I'm going to be talking about Kenneth Walker potentially going to another hot AFC team. I'm going to be talking about Mike Evans and where he might end up going. What about Kyler Murray? I know he hasn't really been too hot of a quarterback as of late, but I still think he has a lot left in the tank and a lot left to prove. So I'm going to be talking about where I think his best fits are going to be. And then, of course, you cannot forget about Mr. Stefon Diggs, who was actually officially been told that he was going to be released from the New England Patriots today. My quick 2 cents on that is I'm actually kind of sad about that. Stefon Diggs has been awesome to watch as a New England Patriot. He was our first 1,000-yard receiver since Julian Edelman in 2019. So he brought a lot of juice to the offense. I feel like he really helped make Drake May into what he was this past season. And he was a really good locker room guy. A lot of people had kind of questioned his integrity and kind of like his character coming into the Patriots organization. As we know, he was kind of like a hothead in the past. I do believe a lot of teams are going to be on the market for him. One team that I would actually like to see him on, actually, I say I would love to see him on this team, but I really wouldn't because it's going to be in the same division as the Pats. So, of course, a lot of people are speculating that he might go back to the Buffalo Bills, reunite with Josh Allen. He played, I think, over there 3 or 4 years with Allen, and I think he was there whenever Allen started to surge as one of the top NFL quarterbacks. But I do foresee him going to the Bills. If not the Bills, then I would probably say like the Chiefs or maybe the Tennessee Titans. A lot of people might say, well, why would he go to Tennessee? Sorry, Sauce, but a lot of older wide receivers have gone to kind of retire as of late. You know, you had Tyler Lockett there, Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, Calvin Ridley. So a lot of these older receivers go there to kind of collect some money and kind of just lay low and kind of just finish their careers there. But Tennessee is a good option. Obviously, I know they have Cam Ward, who is an up-and-coming quarterback. I think he's going to have a pretty good year this upcoming year, especially with the addition of their new head coach, Robert Saleh, and the new OC and Brian Dable. So don't rule out the Titans, but I think he is going to go to a team where he can compete for a championship, which would be the Bills. Not only that, but he would also play New England twice a year. So I think he would kind of like to play that game against New England yearly. So if I had to say, I would probably say the Bills. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Do you think he'd go to a different team like the Chiefs or like the Giants or something like that? Actually, now that I say the Giants would be pretty cool. I know they have Malik Neighbors over there, up-and-coming wide receiver. I think it would be pretty cool for Stefon Diggs to kind of take him under his wing. And with the emergence of Jackson Dart, and of course they got a new head coach, John Harbaugh, over there. So I think that would be a wonderful addition for the New York Giants. But regardless of wherever he goes, I'm going to be really excited to see where he goes, and I'm going to be glued to the TV wherever he goes. Big fan of Stefon Diggs. I was a fan of his ever since he was with Minnesota, but super excited to see where he ends up. With that being said, I'm going to move over to Mike Evans. So there's 3 teams here that I'm thinking that he's going to choose between. So the first one, it might be a no-brainer to some of you guys. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he has been with them since he got drafted. So he's had a 12-year career with them. Last year, he didn't finish too high. He was injured for a lot of the season. He only played 8 games, had 30 receptions for 368 yards and 3 touchdowns. Sorry, like the gas is coming up on my dang drink. But I don't foresee him ruling out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He has a lot of connections there. He's real close with all the players there. He's won a Super Bowl there, knows the coaching staff, already has a leadership role. So I think if he doesn't like what he's getting offered from some of these other teams, I think he's probably going to come back to the Bucs, maybe on a 2 or 3 year deal, kind of take a vet minimum or something to kind of just finish up his career as a Buc where it all started. So that's something that I would like to see. Granted, I'm going to also mention another team. Obviously, we just talked about them, the Buffalo Bills, so they lack a true wide receiver one over there. I know they do have Keon Coleman, but he really hasn't produced like they were envisioning him to produce. And they do have some pretty good tight end help over there, but they don't have that true wide receiver one. Granted, I don't know if they would take Mike Evans since he's kind of getting up there in age. I think he's like 31, 32, coming off a lot of injuries. So I don't know if they'll roll the dice with Evans. But like I said, if he is able to take a friendly deal, then just so he can have a shot at another Super Bowl, possibly, then I think the Bills is a no-brainer. And then another team that I can see possibly going after him is Baltimore Ravens. So I know they have Zay Flowers, but I think Zay Flowers is more so of like a slot receiver. He doesn't really go downfield a whole lot. He's definitely a speedster, but I think they can definitely use a veteran receiver like Mike Evans and kind of take the pressure off a little bit from the other receivers. I know they have D-Hop, but again, he's kind of getting up there in age, and I don't really know how his contract situation is looking. He might be released or traded or something, but Mike Evans to Baltimore sounds pretty nice too. I think I saw like a quote the other day talking about how he wants to go somewhere where he's like guaranteed looks, guaranteed to be on a contender, and like a couple of other like must-dos. But I would like to see him there in Baltimore with Lamar Jackson. I think that'd be a great addition. Let me know what you guys think. Where do you guys think Mike Evans is going to end up? Do you guys think he's going to end up back in a Bucs uniform? I mean, I wouldn't put it past us, but so the next player that I'm going to be talking about today is Kenneth Walker. So the Seattle Seahawks did not franchise tag Kenneth Walker, which is actually quite a surprise for me considering he just won Super Bowl MVP. I don't really know. A lot of players, they either want money or they want a Super Bowl. Or obviously you can't really, I'm not going to say you can't have both because you can, but realistically with some of these players, like it's either you want a shot at the title or you're going to get a bag. It's really hard for some of these guys to find situations where they're going to get both of best worlds. But since he just won a Super Bowl, I don't know if he's like really seeking like a must-win situation. Granted, sorry, Sauce, I don't think he's going to go to the Titans, somewhere where they're still rebuilding and finding their identity. I think he might go to like a team that might make the playoffs, might make some noise. Someone like the Denver Broncos. I know they just lost in the AFC Championship game to the Pats, but they were without Bo Nix. But if you give Kenneth Walker an opportunity to go into that offense, learn the offense, and get acclimated to the Mile High City, some wonderful things there. So I think Denver Broncos are one team to look out for. I think they can offer him a pretty decent amount of money with also guaranteeing him a shot at the title. So I know they have like RJ Harvey over there, who was a rookie this past season. But if you bring in someone like Kenneth Walker and have like that 1-2 punch with Harvey and him, I think that would be a great addition. And it would also kind of soften the load for Bo Nix. So Denver Broncos would be a good option in my opinion for Kenneth Walker. Another one would probably be the Kansas City Chiefs. I know right now, or this past year, I should say, they were really rolling with Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco, but both of them, they were kind of wishy-washy this past year. I know a couple years ago, Kareem Hunt signed back with the Chiefs, and he was doing red hot. But I think if the Kansas City Chiefs don't bring on a running back like Kenneth Walker or Travis Etienne, I think they're probably looking at the draft to draft a high-profile running back like Love or something like that. But Kansas City or Denver Broncos would be on my radar to sign Kenneth Walker. Some other potential fits would probably be just to stay put in Seattle. I know they didn't sign him to that franchise tag, but I mean, there's always a possibility to go back to their teams. Granted, I don't think that's what's going to happen, but in my opinion, we're either looking at the Denver Broncos or the Chiefs, or honestly, if he's looking for a bag, I know the Tennessee Titans have the most cap space in the league at, I think it's like over 100 mil. So if he wants to make a good bag and get on a up-and-coming team, I think the Titans would be a good fit for him. But let me know what you guys think. Where do you guys think Kenneth Walker is going to fit? Some people are thinking the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's another good potential fit. Some people are saying the New York Giants. The New York Giants, they have freaking Cam Scatterbull and Tyrone Tracy. So for me, I don't think that's a good fit. The final player that I'm going to be talking about today is Kyler Murray and where he potentially is going to be. Some of my favorite landing spots for him, I'm just going to name a handful and then we're going to go from there. We're looking at the Pittsburgh Steelers, the New York Jets, maybe the Miami Dolphins. I know they got Quinn over there, but their new head coach could be in a hurry to get a better quarterback right off the rip. Or we can even say the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns wouldn't surprise me. They're always making questionable calls. Not to say Kyler Murray is a questionable call, even though he is, but they already have like 2 or 3 quarterbacks in their room. So I don't know if that would really make a whole lot of sense, but for the Cleveland Browns, it would make the most sense because that organization doesn't make any sense. The Minnesota Vikings, I know they got JJ McCarthy, but I've been seeing a lot of rumors that they're actually looking to trade him, which is kind of crazy to me, but that would be phenomenal. Obviously, they have freaking Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. They have a quarterback-friendly offense, and for whatever reason, just JJ McCarthy is not getting it. So I don't know what's the issue with McCarthy, but I don't know if he's going to be the answer to that quarterback room. So I wouldn't be surprised if Kyler Murray goes over there on a lucrative deal and kind of takes the reins of that QB1 position and takes the Minnesota Vikings to the number 1 seed in that division. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but maybe he just needs a fresh start. I know his first couple of years in the league, he was doing pretty good, but I don't know what it was in Arizona. He just wasn't clicking. But going back, I think the New York Jets kind of make a whole lot of sense too. I feel like him and Justin Fields are, in a way, kind of the same type of player, but in my opinion, Kyler Murray has a lot more success than Justin Fields ever has or ever will have. So to plug in Kyler Murray into that system makes a lot of sense because you don't really have to change a whole lot of plays because Justin Fields and him can kind of run the same routes and do the same type of throws, except Kyler Murray can do a little bit better, in my opinion. So for him to kind of slide into the New York Jets and collect the bag, I think that'd be a pretty smart move on the Jets, in my opinion. And then kind of like what I said earlier, the Pittsburgh Steelers, there's still a lot of question marks regarding their quarterback position. Is Aaron Rodgers going to come back? I don't know. Nobody really knows. So if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers is probably going to be one of the better options for Kyler Murray. Right now they do have Will Howard, who just finished his rookie year. I don't think he really got a whole lot of playing time, but to have Howard sit behind potentially Kyle Murray for like a couple of years and kind of learn under him, kind of like what Jordan Love did with Aaron Rodgers, kind of give him that mentorship to help him prepare to start as a quarterback eventually. I think that would be good for him. Granted, Kyler Murray is not like a Tom Brady type of player, obviously, right? But I feel like that would be good for the organization and for Will Howard. So Pittsburgh Steelers, be on the lookout for Kyler Murray. You never know, you might strike a deal with him. Let me know what you guys think where Kyler Murray might find himself this offseason. Drop down in the comment section below. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it talking. What other players are you guys thinking might be on the move here pretty soon? I know there's been a lot of talk about Max Crosby potentially getting traded. A lot of people are speculating the New England Patriots. That's why a lot of people are saying they released Stefon Diggs because they are going to bring in a notable free agent or trade for somebody. Another person to mention is A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown has said multiple times that the Patriots are one of his favorite teams. Even Saquon Barkley said that the other day on like some podcast or something. But him and Julian Edelman, Rob Gronkowski, they were on a podcast the other day, and they were talking about a lot of Patriots football and how close him and Vrabel were. So AJ Brown to the Patriots may happen. I'm here for it. I would love to see where he ends up. He's a damn good receiver. He's a little bit up there in age, but I think he still has a lot of juice left in the tank. So let me know what you guys think where some of these hot free agents might end up. But other than that, that's all I got for today. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.